Lethal Company is a fantastically fun game to play with your friends, but when you take those away and are only left with just an idiot, how far can you actually get in it? I wanted to see how many quotas I could get done by myself by having only played the game for a little bit with a group. I didn't even know half of the maps or what a lot of the tools actually did, so let's take a journey into what Lethal Company solo is like for a noob. I thought that for the first few days within Quota 1 they'd be fairly easy. The plan was pretty simple. Go in, get as much loot as I could in 1 or 2 runs, and then leave pretty early to play it safe, ensuring that my hard-earned treasures actually survived. However, a big issue I found quite early on of playing solo is that it doesn't really work very well when that one player is an idiot. What the fuck is that? Oh, Jesus! So with my first solo trip done, there was only one thing I could do to appease the company for my failure. Goodbye. I decided on my next run to be a lot more careful with when I'd leave. I'd still go in and get as much as I could within 1 or 2 runs, but even then the game decided that it didn't really want that for me. Nope, we're going. Quite quickly, however, the Quota 1 was now finally done. For Quota 2, I thought I'd stay on the starting level experimentation, as even though there may not be as much loot on it, I should be able to get most of it fairly safely. I thought this until stepping into the front door. Right. I decided to leave early, mildly defeated with not much loot, and decided to just come back here the next day, realising that I should probably start actually checking the moon's statuses if I'm going to be staying on the same one, as the fog I got on day 5 nearly cost me instantly with some stray bees I couldn't see. No, please, no. I again felt like I had to leave this run really early, even though I still had some bits. I just couldn't afford risking anything at this stage. I thought for the next day I'd check the moon's board and actually decided to go with Vow as the others were quite foggy, hoping I could at least get some more loot and not be too greedy. After I'd gotten a few bits, I had a bit of an internal debate about whether to check out the fire exit to just try and score some quick loot. This was not a smart idea.
Hello there.
Nope. Ooh. Nope, we're leaving. I'm leaving. I decided then and there to just simply run back and leave, making it back to the company to selectively choose my loot to sell to make the quota. I wanted to just barely make quota each sale at the moment so that I could still keep loot in the ship, as I knew the later quotas would be much tougher for me to meet. Quota 3 started off pretty decently for me. I was still getting some loot while playing it safe. I'd been playing this run very minimal so far without really buying any tools except for the flashlight, as I figured that they would take up a lot of room in my already limited 4 slots, which would then mean having to try and make more trips, which could be pretty risky. But I'd also thought that really, if I'd seen anything I wanted to fight, I probably shouldn't risk it anyway, as it was just far safer to run away. I did however start looking through what items were available to me and trying to figure out if any of them would actually boost my survival chances. I did decide on the end not to get anything just yet, but it certainly was in the back of my mind when I was reminded the next day of why being solo can be so dangerous. Ooh. Ah! Could you... No, get off me, get that! Get off me! How do I stop? No. With no one to help me in these situations, these little guys can potentially try and carry you off and drop you from great heights. I was pretty lucky here to still be within the ship, and he eventually stopped, so I quickly scrambled into the entrance to try and grab just any nearby loot, and while walking back realised I could actually get my revenge. No. Get Wait, I can hit them? The tables have turned! Yeah! Come here. Well, get away. Beams! We should leave. We should leave. With my blood loss behind me, the last day didn't go too great. I was now checking moon statuses each time, but this time had no clear ones to be able to go to. So instead, I decided to try Assurance, as even though it was foggy, that seemed better than the others. However, I quickly realised that I did not know where to go on this map, and the fog was making things even worse to navigate. Oh, bugger. Where do I go? I don't know this map on a good day, let alone when I can't see a bloody thing. I honestly contemplated just leaving with my already obtained loot, but after I finally found the entrance, I decided to go in for a quick 5-minute adventure to nab anything close by. This wasn't wise. Fuck, no! No, no! Damn it! Couldn't switch to the bloody thing in time. Wait, did you let me live? Wait, what? Okay, don't question it, just go. I didn't actually know you could survive having these guys on your head with no one else around to hit them or going through a door, but somehow this run was still going. I scrambled to grab my bits up and ran outside, immediately remembering how foggy it was and struggled to get back to the ship. But eventually I somehow made it back and passed quota 3. With the required value of the quotas now becoming decently high for just me, I really needed to ensure that I was making the most out of each run. I did find that I got the mines level modifier a decent amount of times and honestly found it so much harder than a normal map. It felt like such a maze to me that on the first day I just had to leave with not that much loot, which was really not going to start cutting it from here on out. On the next day while exploring, I was introduced to the baby. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. What do I do? Rock. Oh, rock. Hey. Oh. Great. Great. Can I put you down? Okay. Oh my god. Oh my... I'd now lost all of the loot I'd gathered over the previous quotas that I'd left on the ship. I now only had one day to meet the entire quota. I decided that I needed an all-or-nothing play and bought access to the Rend Moon, hoping that even though I'd used all my money on it, it would have valuable enough loot to get me through this one day. I had actually not played this map yet, so the nerves were already running high when I entered the complex to once again be greeted by the mines map. This wasn't what I wanted in my time of need, as not only did the map feel vast and windy, it took a lot of time and trips to take things back up the elevator. I dashed around the map as fast as I could, just grabbing anything I could see. I made one trip back to the ship but still had less than half of what I needed, so turned around and went back in. It was at this point disaster struck. Oh no! I hate you so much. Shh. Oh, yeah. What the fuck do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Ah! Oh my god. 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 What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I can't get anything. Oh shit. Can't even remember where I go. Oh my god. Great. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shit, 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 shit. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, just go. Get in, just get in. Press it, press it. With the end of the day drawing near, I reluctantly returned to the ship, defeated, failing to meet quota 4. But I didn't want it to end there. I'd learned so much already from this run that I knew I could likely go further even with my still very limited game knowledge. I loaded back in and started the grind once again. I had made it back to Quota 4, still playing it quite safe and kind of efficiently on the early days, but I was now starting to learn where some of the fire escape doors were on some levels, opening up more looting options for me. I did decide, however, to start trying to score much bigger loot now. I unlocked myself the Titan Moon, and even though the loot may have been better, the threats were as well. What are you? 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 Oh my god, get away from me. Oh my god, right, okay. No, I'm leaving. What was that? I still didn't really know what a lot of the enemies actually did, so I would always just play it safe and run away, which did leave me with not always the best amount of loot I could probably get. It was after this, however, that I made a newbie mistake. I noticed that Titan was stormy the next day and didn't want to risk it, so decided to go to March instead, not realising until later that I'd have to pay again if I wanted to go back to Titan. Whoops. I decided to finish off my last day on offense, and managed to happily make it past Quota 4. I was, however, now starting to have a lot less overflow of loot on my ship, which was slightly concerning for the future. I'd started to like going to the Moon March fairly regularly now. However, straight away as I entered this time showed another issue of being solo: the turrets. In multiplayer, you can have someone on the ship disable them so that you can move past them, but here they completely blocked off a path for me from the get-go. And while there could be ways around them, the risk for me was far too great at this point. I realised after this day, however, that the free moons were just not going to be able to cut it for me anymore, as the loot I had time to get just wasn't going to be enough for the ever-increasing quota. So for the next day, I decided to buy access to Rend to increase my chances. I hadn't actually played on Rend yet, where it hadn't just turned into a mines level, so after stepping foot into the manor, things honestly just felt so much creepier here to me. So while the loot was starting to look much better, it was starting to take a toll on my sanity. With a heart attack close at hand, I ran back to the company to just barely scrape by Quota 5. Quota 6 started off pretty exciting for me. I purchased Rend again as it was now the moon that I felt I quite liked. I then checked out the store for that day and noticed that the Zap gun was 70% off. I still didn't know exactly what this actually did, but boy did I want it, hoping it would be a weapon against my ever-increasing creepy foes. So, like an excited child on Christmas, I waited around for my present, and was then solely disappointed to learn what the Zap gun was. Oh! What does it do? Scan for threat, wait. Does that not do what I think it does? Huh. Yeah, that might not do what I think it does. That's going to be a disappointment. As I progressed more into it, I was really starting to find the manor terrifying. Every little sound was starting to put me on edge as I still didn't know what it could be, and I was starting to really have to psych myself up each run to go back in. We risk it, we risk it. I'm strong and brave, so brave. I'm strong and brave, I'm strong and brave, I'm strong and brave! Oh, nope, 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 nope. The strong and brave people know when to run away. The next day on Rend was stormy, which truly wasn't ideal for me, but I had paid for it and I was staying this time. So after a quick bit of looting, I played hot potato with a kettle all the way back to the ship, and then made a very brave decision to go back in after 4 PM, something I had rarely been doing on any run so far due to the risk and my cowardice. But I knew I needed everything I could get my grubby little hands on to be able to meet this high quota. It was during this little run that an old friend came to visit, however. No. 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 Not again. Not again. Please. No. No. Not again. I entered the last day of Quota 6 needing quite the haul. It was looking like a pretty solid run with some high value items. That was until he showed up again, and this time he'd brought a friend.
Hello there.
What are you doing? No! Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Go, 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 go! Ah! I managed to escape, but with my lack of map knowledge, I just didn't know if there was another entrance on this level. So I reluctantly left, hoping that what I'd managed to grab would be enough. I loaded up the loot, losing one Easter egg in the process, and then waited to see my fate. It wasn't enough. Just. And with that, ended my solo run with 24 days. Honestly better than I was expecting with such limited knowledge of the enemies and moons. I do reckon I could probably do a lot more research and maybe reach Quota 10 by myself. And if it's something that you may find interesting, or you have any tips for solo runs, maybe subscribe and let me know. I do think overall that playing Lethal Company solo is actually great fun in a very different way to multiplayer, and certainly a much more terrifying one for myself. But if you do think you could handle it, maybe give it a go, and I'll see you in the next one.